I love this topic, CTV. There's so much going on. I like to say that, technology has finally caught up with our ambition. So I liken it to, another stair step coming out of COVID, along with a whole bunch of other changes that we're excited about and dealing with. So for this one, we get to really augment our traditional linear buys, our upfront buys, and do a little surgery. So with more streaming options available and with people spending more time with video, especially on the big screen in their house, we see this as a great opportunity to lean on sight, sound, and motion to tell our story, but do it in a way that we're able to go, far beyond the usual age, sex demos. Thank God, right? Get away from those things and start to do a little bit more surgery. And then that way we can start to, take our messages and bring them to people that are going to appreciate them more, really add value with what we're trying to say, moving us from a lot of our mass advertising and our reliance there to, accessing different types of audiences and learning what they respond to and what they need, and it'll make us smarter going forward. So we're really, really excited about the opportunity. We're working with our agency partners, obviously, to make sure that we're thinking about this from a measurement and analytics standpoint. We're classic experimenters over here, test and learn, scale. So we have a great playbook in the works to help us understand how this will really move the business outcomes we're looking for forward next year.
So Tracy-Ann, tell us about creative, because it's different, isn't it? Where you would sort of create a certain number of spots and sort of that was the campaign. How does that work now in terms of multiple creatives? We even hear about creative optimization where, there's many versions. What are your thoughts about that?
I think there's an opportunity to massively overcorrect as an advertiser, the temptation to make, a lot of things. I go back to the measurement, test and learn agenda. That's our touchstone here. We're going to creep our way toward how many is enough, how many is too many. But we do love the idea of being able to tailor our messages, access newer audiences with different types of ads that we may have traditionally only caught through social or other digital locations. So this is a really interesting opportunity for us, especially as I start to think about our DE&I goals and reaching the underserved communities and bringing new products and services to those groups. I think that this is a really great tie-in to those strategies. We try to do a good job of connecting brand goals and differentiating them from media goals and objectives. And then from there, what is that health diagnostic that you really need to move the needle on in order to achieve the media goal, which serves the brand goal. And so when it comes to connected TV, it really is about audience penetration. If we're going to get excited about the opportunity to drive precision in who we're reaching, then that's an outcome that we're really excited about and something that we optimized against, that we look to optimize against. And then obviously in the digital funnel where we can capture activity, that's going to be a key part of understanding whether or not this is working. We, like so many other advertisers, use modeling, multi-touch and MMM, etc. And so we are folding this into the way we think about modeled outcomes so we can understand its contribution to upper and lower funnel results. So yeah, there's a lot to learn. I feel like we're able to apply so much of what we've learned over the years in the digital space and pop it in here. We're all quite good at optimizing video generally. So there's an awful lot of those rules that can be applied here. And then, the goal is to understand its role in augmenting the bigger linear investments, as well as helping make our lower funnel acquisition efforts work all the harder as well.
Tracy-Ann, tell us about your expectations around CTV and maybe how that's different from regular linear investing.
So we have a working hypothesis that, it probably wouldn't be too dissimilar to your own personal experience in terms of how you're engaging with your favorite content on CTV on demand. It's that with less ad clutter, it's not as noisy, people are more engaged, and there will be more recall. So if you're more engaged naturally with content, it's not on the background, you've really opted in to watch this stuff, and it's not as busy in terms of ad load, then the combination, that 1-2 punch of recall, and engagement should result in stronger business outcomes. And as I continue to reference, our measurement and learning agenda, we hope to see that shake out as we continue to study market by market, audience by audience, and really start to see that outcome. What does it mean for JPMorgan Chase when we achieve both recall and engagement with our video messaging through CTV?